már annyiszor lenyelt.
I'm in Timișoara, the most important western city of Romania. Here, in December 1989, one man stood against the most oppressive communist regime in Europe. Laszlo Tokes, a pastor, led the whole nation into a ferocious 10-day civil war and succeeded getting rid of the last communist dictator in Europe, Nicolae Ceausescu. This was the end of the Cold War and the Iron Curtain.
A lot of people have heard of Václav Havel of Czechoslovakia and of Laszlo Tokes of Poland, both heroes of the Cold War who participated in the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe about 25 years ago. But how many of us are aware of the story of Laszlo Tokes? Laszlo Tokes, who was a Protestant pastor who in December of 1989 stood up to the Romanian communist dictator Nicolae Ceausescu and sparked a people's revolution that freed Romania from its tyranny. Starting from the 1960s under the dictatorship of Nicolae Ceausescu, those who were against him were incarcerated. He reformed the country to turning it into his own image. Thousands of rural villages were demolished and urbanized and built into cookie-cutter apartments. Electricity and sewage were limited, and the lifestyle of millions were changed.
Romania remained in the iron grip of the fascist Ceausescu regime. Few dared to speak out against President Ceausescu and his socialist secret police, the Securitate. Only until 1987, a church pastor named Laszlo Tokes started to speak out against the dictator. Tokes had criticized the regime's ideology policy in an interview with the Hungarian television and complained that Romanians did not even know their human rights. Tokes then described it had a shock upon the Romanians and the Securitate. It had an unexpected effect upon the public atmosphere in Romania.
Ellenállhatatlan késztetést érzek magamban arra, hogy kimondjam, amit már annyiszor lenyeltem.
No one had dared utter such a public challenge. 37-year-old Laszlo Tokes, the assistant pastor of the Reformed Church in the old city of Timișoara, was a notable exception. The theme of his speech was simple but fascinating. Tokes refused to stop preaching. Within 2 years, the church grew from a small local church with a handful of members to over 5,000 members that promoted the coup. Because of this, the secret police came to take Tokes' ration book, meaning he had no reach to firewood, food, and other necessities. The secret police planned to slowly kill him. His fellow church members then started to secretly smuggle supplies to Tokes and his family. Once the secret police eradicated the plan of the martyr of Tokes, they exiled him to the outskirts of Romania.
Everything began here, in Timișoara. This is Laszlo Tokes' small church, nowadays a museum, and a reminder of the heroic resistance against Ceausescu and his secret police, the Securitate. 5 days after the announcement, on December 15, 1989, the secret police came to take Laszlo and his family. They brought a moving van for the Tokes family's belongings, but they never got to load the truck. Domnul János Tot este pompier la opera din Timișoara. În urmă cu 27 de ani a fost aici când s-a întâmplat tot. Ne povestiți și nouă prin ce ați trecut dumneavoastră?
Lucrurile au luat o altă întorsătură, deși preotul ne-a spus să plecăm, că nu se va întâmpla nimic. Noi am început să protestăm și de la chestia asta s-a ajuns la jos comunismul, jos dictatorul. Am plecat într-un marș de protest chemând și pe ceilalți timișoreni să ni se alăture, strigând tot felul de lozinci, jos dictatorul, jos comunismul, români veniți cu noi.
By December 15, 1989, the crowd had increased to several thousand, including students, Romanians as well as Hungarians, Orthodox as well as Protestants. They began singing "Wake Up, a Romania," a song banned in 1947 by the communists. They shouted "Down with Ceausescu" and "Down with communism."
From this balcony of the Opera Palace in Timișoara, the new leaders of the Romanian Revolution for Freedom addressed over 1 million people in the audience. Altogether, we're demanding Ceausescu to leave. Instead of leaving, Ceausescu sent the army with tanks and machine guns. Imagine being in this kind of a situation. It's a terrifying experience, but no one left.
La Timișoara, ordinul, toate trupele primesc imediat muniție de război, de front. Se somează, oricine nu se supune, se socotește stare de necesitate și se aplică legea.
In the next 2 days, on direct orders from Ceausescu, communist troops fired into a large crowd gathered in the town center of Timișoara, killing hundreds of innocents. This cowardly, bloody act was the spark for a people's revolt that quickly spread across the country into the capital city of Bucharest. I'm now in Bucharest, the capital of Romania. On the balcony from the building behind me, the former dictator Nicolae Ceausescu addressed Romanians for the last time.
Doresc de asemenea să adresez mulțumiri inițiatorilor și organizatorilor acestei mari manifestări populare din București, considerând aceasta ca o Alo! 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 Alo!
Ceausescu was confident he had the backing of the population, so he went to the main square and gave a speech listing accomplishments under his rules. To the country's shock, the speech was interrupted by negative remarks. Unable to control the crowd, Ceausescu and his wife fled the city by helicopter.
Immediately after the Securitate troops started shooting into the crowd, the focus of the main battle was here in the University Plaza of downtown Bucharest. Right on the street behind me, over this boulevard, the Securitate unleashed hell. On this side were the Securitate troops and the army with tanks and machine guns. On the other side were millions of young people with bare hands demanding freedom. If you were here, what would you do? People stood still and claimed with millions of voices, "We'd rather die than live in captivity." People created the Romanian Revolution Anthem, a song that ravaged the entire nation and determined 22 million people to fight against communism.
De ce nu încetați acest cumplit război. De ce vă gândiți numai la voi și nici nu vă pasă de cei ce nu mai sunt, de cei ce vă acuză de acolo din mormânt? Doamne, vino, Doamne, să vezi ce-a mai rămas din oameni.
When everything was ready for a massacre, a miracle happened. The army stepped back. The commanders and all the soldiers decided that they cannot shoot on their own family, friends, and relatives. This was the end for Ceausescu.
Even so, thousands of innocent people died. This monument was raised here in University Plaza to never forget what happened in December 1989. The new government arrested Ceausescu. After a short trial by a special military tribunal, Nicolae Ceausescu, the dictator of the Romanian Communist Party, and Elena Ceausescu, his wife, were executed on December 25, 1989.
Laszlo Tokes, the pastor who brought down a dictator, continues to speak freely against totalitarianism. Now a member of the European Parliament and a bishop of the Reformed Church in Romania, he stands ready to battle any force that threatens the faith and the freedom of those whom he represents as a pastor and political leader.
No one is sure who exactly brought down the powerful dictator Ceausescu, but Tokes, the person who took a stand for what he believed in and led for a cause, was the trigger in the deterioration of the Romanian Communist Party, leading to a brighter future.